Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Myia and this is Word of the Willow. There's been a lot of changes and I've started this channel many different times and it's been a while and I'm back. And I'd like to pull a message for you, for whoever this resonates for, and we're just gonna see where it goes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. So let's just see where you are at right now. So there's been a lot of changes energetically lately. For a long time, we've been going through this huge energetic change and recycling of our old energies. And everyone has been feeling this, every single person on the whole planet. And right now there is almost a bit of a lull because we're in this phase where we're jumping between one timeline to another, in a sense. Maybe some of that is literal, because we're literally changing our path right now as humanity, as a whole. But I want to talk about this on the individual level, how you might be feeling right now, and what our guides have to say about that, what your guides have to say about that. So we have the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a ton of inward energy. So this is an inward energy, but it's also about breaking those bonds, seeing through your old patterns, seeing through the old patterns of other people around you, really transforming at a very rapid level, at a very rapid speed, and on a different level than you've ever transformed before. What was once hidden is now coming to light. And it's also changing some of your visions, some of your goals. And I don't want to say, it's not that necessarily your goals have changed as much as your perspective around how you can achieve those things, how you're looking forward, how you perceive the goal itself. Maybe not seeing it so far out there, but actually feeling it within in a way where it feels that it's maybe actually more tangible than it was in the past. It's interesting too because I see this kind of like emergence of love with the Page of Cups being the only card upright. There's this emergence of love, and it's kind of this surprising, this is a new energy, and it's a new way of being for you. And it's also, I'm really getting that there is almost a throwback to an earlier time in your life for you, when you were feeling more playful, when you were feeling more confident, when you were just being more, it could be more childlike. But in that state, that's where we're able to create from the most cleanly, the most purely, the most, it has the most power. And with some of that, you're letting go a little bit of some of this kind of staunch need for independence that maybe came, like, let's say, following childhood, then there's the teenage years where you are claiming your independence from your family and from others and claiming the independence of selfhood. And so what these energies are kind of easing you into is letting go of the idea of independence for independence sake. And kind of going back to the innocence of the energy that was present within you before any of that happened. Not that independence and sovereignty is extremely important, and we need to know who we are and we need to be able to sit in our power. But there was a hardening that happened within you. And that hardening, that outer shell, the many different layers of outer shells, actually, I'm hearing, are being broken through so that you can actually be the person that you originally desired to be as a soul when you came into this body. And it's completely changing the way that you see your goals in life. Your goals are becoming much more personalized to exactly what you see in yourself for yourself and the gifts that you have to give to the world. And that gift is going to be spread around when you are able to really relax into who you truly are, and that playful, that loving, childlike part of yourself. And it's going to make you work better with others. It's going to make you enjoy being around others more. Your perception of working with others is also changing. I see that there's just kind of like an overall relaxing of extremes in your personality. An overall kind of like all of these realizations emerging. And with that emergence, there's kind of like this, oh, I don't have to be so hardcore protecting myself 24/7 anymore, let's say. And I do see some of this, like this desire for protecting oneself with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And it's kind of like saying, hey, look, like people have hurt me and it's good. You went through those independent phases so that you could learn to protect yourself, so that you could stand up for yourself. So now it's time to stand up for yourself in love and in who you truly are. And that protection layer isn't so much just a facade as much as that is also being melded and relaxed into your true being, so that your true being doesn't have to hide behind that armor, but can be working with it and be protected by it as you come out into the world with all that you have to give and all that you have to offer. Now let's get... I have this group of cards that I actually made as like definition cards when I was a kid, and so we'll see what comes out. So we have indulgent, yielding to the desires or humor of oneself or those under one's care. Exactly. This is, you're yielding to more of this softness, this playfulness. You're humoring yourself and you're humoring others more as well in a positive way. Maybe this is giving more, this is being more graceful, being more forgiving when it comes to other people, and then when it comes to yourself as well, because it's all reflective of who you are. So how you are with yourself is how you will be with others. And so there is kind of like this softening happening. And I really like this definition of indulgent, because we think of indulgence as like it's a weakness, and when really it can be a choice. It can be a choice to indulge in something just for the sake of its good, it's positive for the moment. And that's not to say that you should just indulge in everyone's whims all the time. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I don't think that's what you're going to get from this either. There's just something about letting go, in a completely new way. So let's get some from the Healing Waters Oracle. We have the Water Oracle. Okay, so psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. So this really goes right along with the Page of Cups as far as psychic abilities, because this is really just saying that you have a lot of really deep gifts and you're acting on those gifts now. It's about acting on those visions and resetting yourself so that it can be your destiny. You know what is destined for you, and you're doing a lot of this is happening by you just yielding to the universe, indulging in the universe and saying, okay, universe, I feel that I need to reel it in a little bit. I feel that I need to expand a little bit. And as you act on those intuitive hits that you're getting, you're just getting closer and closer to creating this. You have this huge destiny, and yeah, you have a huge destiny, and psychic abilities could definitely play a role in it. We all have psychic abilities. It's just a matter of listening to, allowing your brain and your physical focus to actually focus on what isn't immediately in front of you. And sometimes those psychic hits are very strong and they're very obvious, and then other times they're softer and they start out softer, and you have to train yourself to just relax and allow those symbols and those messages to come through, to ask questions and to just be curious. That's what a lot of life is about, and it's definitely destined for you to go through this personal purge and reset so that you can be and do exactly what you came here to do. I don't see you missing the mark at all, and if you've been feeling that way, just give yourself a little bit of slack. So we have the goddess Nut, or Nut. Mystery. Yes, so allowing yourself to enjoy the mystery. And this is the sky god. So there's definitely something going on with, as far as, this is a lot of higher realm stuff. I think that there's definitely a lot more expansion happening for you in the upper realms, in your abilities, in your sixth sense, in your meditations that you might be doing right before you go to bed, the dreams that you might be having. This is a lot more information coming in from the higher realms, and what I'm getting is that a lot of this energy has been very, very subtle, and it's going to start becoming more apparent again. So you might have felt like you're in a lull period, like I was saying, that there hasn't been a lot of forward movement, or you just feel like you're plateauing maybe a little bit, or like you've just been really kind of working on things internally or on like the day-to-day life stuff. And while all of that has been going on, there's been a lot of DNA upgrades. There's been a lot of energetic upgrades happening that are going to allow you to, once you are ready to really expand and really open up again, you're going to have all of the systems energetically in place. And the best thing that you can do right now is to try to help that as much as possible. So this is through, getting healthier, doing more meditations, doing, more walks, and not over stressing yourself with those things, but just incorporating things into your daily life to support the expansion of your awareness in whatever way calls to you to do that. There's lots and lots of different ways, and I'm sure that you already have an idea of ways that you can go about this, ways that have already worked for you in the past. This is a lot of past energy as well that's coming up right now, and it's almost, some of this past energy is reminders of abilities, of not just abilities, but techniques that you have used in the past that have really worked for you to make you feel better, to make you more connected, to heal, to get the knowledge that you need to get in order to really grow in your life. So these are all of the things that, we find over time as we explore different ways of really connecting in with ourselves and healing. You may have been forced at certain times to learn ways to heal because you had nowhere else to turn. And it's time to bring some of those techniques back out again if you've been slacking on those. Or if you have been going full force with them, then we just pulled the going forward card. Then it is time to go forward. So all of this kind of past energy, it's really just to bring you back into that intuitive, childlike state again, that playful state, that state where you can really merge that armor self with the child self, so that you aren't just one or the other. You aren't just hiding behind the armor, but you are wearing it lovingly, so that you can go out into the world and be yourself and also be protected and also be ready to, kick some butt if you need to and really take care of yourself, because that's really important. We live in a hardcore 3D reality and we have to be able to protect ourselves, but at the same time, we have to be ourselves, and we can't get lost in the fear that something might come, or get lost in past hurts. So it really is time to go forward now. Now I want to see what are we going forward to, Spirit. Purification. So it's moving forward and it's purification. The more you move forward every day and take that step by step every day, the more everything is purified. And I've noticed this so much over the last many years, that the more I just keep taking every day step by step, that I become more and more purified. And it's not to say that I am perfect or that I am even going towards perfection, because that's not my goal. My goal is to be exactly who I am, and that should be, you can have any goal that you wish because it is free will, but make it a goal to be more and more embodied of yourself every day, and to really purify your energy field of any kind of nooks and crannies where other energies can influence you in ways that really take you off track, or that make you not be the person that you are. The goal is to remain true to yourself in any situation and become stronger and stronger in who you are, so that, so that you can do that, so that you can fulfill your destiny. Let's see. I want to see. I'm gonna get one more from the Water Oracle, and the other cards that I was using are the Sacred Destiny cards. Purification with the sunflower. Yes. Okay. So we got Let It Go, we got Plunge. This is really about, it's saying go, go, go. What's interesting is you don't have a lot of action cards. Most of your cards are in reverse, but all of your cards are saying it's time. It's time to move forward. And that could be in many small ways, or it could be in a big way. The energy right now is just really, really, really conducive towards some kind of action, and for some people it's going to be really big. For other people it is going to be more internal, but you get to decide what level you are willing and able and capable of going to right now. It is your choice. And it's talking about using the things from the past, using skills that you already have, using techniques that you already have. These are gifts that you already have. These are things that you already know how to do. And all you have to do is just step forward and take the plunge. All right. I think that is all that I have for you today. I'm so excited to be back here. If you like this video, if you resonated with it, please comment and like, subscribe, do those things. And I can't wait to be back for another video and another reading. Thanks.